What if I told you that in 2025, a startup success or failure hinges on one role, product marketing manager? You see, startups everywhere are racing to fill PMM roles, but only those with specific skill sets are the ones who are getting through the door. Everybody knows that PMM are in demand. In fact, this is one of the hottest marketing jobs going around. But here's the catch. Most PMM lacks the specialized expertise for which startups are willing to pay top dollars. Now, I have worked with dozens of founders, hiring managers, and aspiring PMM, and I've seen this skill gap derailing even the best and the most competent product marketing managers' opportunity to get a role. So in this video, I'm going to show you why PMM roles are exploding, which exact skills startups can't live without when they hire a product marketing managers, and how you can leverage this trend to land your dream product marketing job. By the way, if you're new to the channel, my name is Chandan. I'm a co-founder of a startup and a product marketing manager with 18 years of experience. I've worked with multiple startups, helping them establish their founding PMM roadmap and also coached numerous PMM to land their ideal role. Before we talk about why there's a surge and what is it that the startups are looking for while hiring a PMM, let's talk about the scale, because this is a shift which is much bigger than many people realize. For example, in US alone, the product marketing job posting has surged by 29% year on year. Now that is 8 times more than any average marketing role out there. Now this is not about US alone. In India, currently there are more than 12,000 product marketing open roles posted in sites like Naukri.com. Even when you talk about smaller markets like Hong Kong, there are 5,000 open listings for product marketing roles today. In Europe, there's a different trend that we see. Series A startups are now making product marketing roles part of their early hiring process. Now, for a role that used to come much later in a startup's life cycle, this is a massive shift. Alright, now let's talk about the skills that startups are currently seeking in PMM. Now, this is also one of the major reasons why most PMM get passed over during the hiring process. You see, startups are seeking specialists these days over generalists. They're happy to have product marketing managers who can do multiple things, but they're mostly looking at someone who brings real technical depth to the role. That little extra which is creating the difference between who gets hired and who not. Gartner's 2025 CMO report emphasizes that there's an increase in specialization within the PMM role. Product marketing managers fluent in generative AI, advanced consumer segmentation, and data analytics are much higher in demand as compared to generalists. And I've seen candidates with this proficiency leapfrog the competition, landing job faster and getting much higher pay. Now, one PMM I coached published a small AI-driven segmentation study on LinkedIn while looking for a product marketing role. What was amazing to note here is within 2 days, this person was able to land multiple interview calls. So this shows that if you're willing to differentiate yourself and showcase your skill sets which are in demand in the market, you're definitely going to be ahead of the curve and will be able to land product marketing roles much faster than others. Now, to know the working of a product marketing manager in a startup, I'm sharing my free product marketing guide. It outlines the product marketing role at a startup, plus it also defines how you should prep yourself and position yourself in the first 90 days to succeed in that role. Now, this technical edge is crucial, but it only makes sense against the backdrop of a much bigger surge that product marketing hiring is seeing these days. Let's explore why. So, why PMM roles are surging globally? Now, there are multiple factors impacting this phenomena. I'm only going to focus on the most critical one. The number one reason being early stage strategic hiring. Now, product marketing roles have gone from being a late stage support role to becoming a foundational hire for majority of the startups. Many are now hiring product marketing managers before achieving product market fit. A 2025 London recruitment report shows that Series A startups are now making PMM part of their founding team. In fact, recently I advised an early stage startup to hire a PMM, and they did go ahead and hire him. What we saw was, apart from tightening their positioning and GTM, they were able to achieve many milestones much faster in their quest for PMF. This is again a validation that product marketing managers are playing a crucial role in early stage startups, which is also fueling the demand for their roles in the market. The second important factor is the rise of PLG. Now, PLG has become a preferred strategy for many B2B startups. Products are now driving the funnel for these startups. This has further fueled the demand for product marketers as they are the experts in driving product stories. PLG-led companies outperform their peers with product marketing managers orchestrating the user journey. PMM embedded in PLG companies see higher retention, better engagement, and much faster activations. And then there is this report by McKinsey in 2024 which states that top SaaS companies employ 30% more PMMs, directly tying PMM to measurable revenue growth. Now, these are phenomenal statistics which really emphasizes and validates the importance of product marketing managers in 2025 and how startups are really warming up to this role. So how can you leverage this wave? We've talked about the demand for product marketing managers, and we've also talked about the skills that the startups are looking for. Now let's talk about how we are going to leverage this role to land your dream job. I'm going to share a quick blueprint here that is helping PMM become experts every startup is looking to hire. And I'm going to talk about two things that you should do to position yourself as somebody who's desirable for startups. The first point is upskill strategically and do it fast. Invest in product marketing specialized skills that are in demand in the market. Now, most PMMs may not have the expertise or the opportunity to hone their skills. Let's say work with an AI product or even a data analytic project. But this should not be a limiting factor. You see, when I coach aspiring PMM in their job hunt process, I always tell them that work on side projects. For example, you can work on a customer segmentation project, or you can use some Gen AI tool during your user interview process to identify the gaps and then add that to your portfolio. This will only help you showcase your skills and expertise in areas that are in demand. The second important factor is to target smart. You see, this is one advice I give anybody who's looking for a job now, to be intentional and smart about their process. If you're interested in SaaS startup, then apply to those startups which are advertising PLG adoption or positioning PMM as part of their founding team. Then you know that these companies are intentional in their hiring process and they have clarity with regards to what they expect from a PMM. This will only show that these companies are willing to invest in your capabilities and impact. Now, to help you get there, I have created a free startup product marketing guide where I share exactly what product marketing job is at startups and what is required of a PMM to succeed. It's a free guide. I've shared the link in the description below. You can have a look. Alright then, let's recap quickly. Now, we talked about PMM role surge, and there are multiple factors like PLG, strategic early hiring, and demand for specialist skills like AI, data, and GTM's expertise, which is really creating a difference between a PMM getting hired or somebody who's missing out on these opportunities. So if you're ready to ride this wave, subscribe to the channel for more real-world product marketing strategies, and don't forget to download your startup product marketing guide down below. I'll see you in the next video.